So you're like, let's go find all the most ridiculous sound effects and nonsense I can to put in.
This is one of those nights where you do nothing but grill me. Not super fun.
Sorry.
But clipless reviews, and people have just been kind of mixed on them in general, because like before, like when he rebooted Nostalgia Critic, like he still kind of wanted to do the sort of stuff he was doing with Demo Reel, so he started kind of putting skits in it.
Yeah, I remember he had like a bunch of like guys or different,
like literally the same people who were in Demo Reel just started helping him do the skits now. Like it used to be that he'd do like a joke with multiple characters and he'd play all of them and just do different high-pitched voices and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then he just started having like these extras play those roles instead. And it's gotten more and more sophisticated as time has gone on. Like when he reviewed Timothy Green, he did like a child infomercial sort of thing to make fun of Timothy Green. And like people have been, I think that I really like the skits personally when it's in moderation. It's short, don't worry. Other people have been basically mixed on the skits ever since he introduced them. Like some people feel like, why can't it just be the review all over again? Just the review and nothing, no skits. And there are other people who like the skits, but in moderation. I'm kind of one of those people. And there are people who just, I don't know, I guess really like the skits in general. Point is, there's been a difference of opinion on that. So like when he started doing the clipless reviews, where it's literally nothing but just him remaking the movie, then that's kind of where it kind of reached a breaking point for a lot of people. It's just like, I tolerated the skits because there was a review with clips in it. Now it's nothing but the skits, essentially.
Yeah.
And so, like, right after he did this review of Hocus Pocus, which is this...
God, see how loud that is?
It isn't that loud. I'm listening to it right now, and it's not that loud.
It was loud. That fucking blew my eardrums out.
Like, it must be that your headphones are louder than mine or something.
But the rest of it's fine. This game audio is fine. Then you hear that, and you're like, oh my god. My ear's on the floor over there.
To me, the game audio is very light right now. I can sort of kind of hear it, but it's not loud at all.
To me, that right now the game audio feels fine.
Like, does it sound like...
So, my headphones are just louder than yours. That being said, I just feel like the audio first is wrong. This is based off of Naval Piranha, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, he looks the exact same. He's just in lava instead of water. Yeah, but this is the boss.
Can we think of some sort of Arnold Schwarzenegger line, like, freeze, creep?
Your move, creep.
But for Naval Piranha? Not Naval Piranha, you know what I fucking mean. You know what I mean, you. Cluck, sucker.
Yeah, but this in my opinion...
Michael's getting grumpy with me because I'm being mean to him, which is fair.
This, in my opinion, is... if you don't know what to do on this boss, he can be really tricky. Like, even I still have... Like, the way I see it is, if you have the right badges and you use sushi, he's really easy. If you don't, don't have ice power, you're gonna have a much harder time.
Does he hurt you? So say you jumped on him right now without ice power, would you get hurt?
No, not in this stage of the boss. Because spoiler alert, once you lower his health bar all the way, he like immediately respawns only on fire.
Yeah, as a kid, that's like soul crushing.
Yeah,
like I finally beat Battletoads, and then oh shit,
there's more. So.
Sorry, Ethan.
Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Titanic, and I just beat Battletoads. I just beat the game. No game, Genie. I just beat the game.
Buddy, I know you're watching this.
But, you see, so like, the first phase, I think is the harder phase, actually. Like, in the second phase, his attacks do a lot more damage. But if you hit him with water or ice, he, like, immediately gets stunned for, like, several turns. So if you have ice power equipped and you have Sushi using her water attacks, he basically can't attack you for the rest of the fight.
But if you don't know that, then not only do you have the first really hard stage, but you have a second even harder stage.
Yeah, essentially.
I love that.
Like the little buds, like in this phase, when you hit them, if you deplete their health bar all the way, they die. Yeah, and I think it does have a separate tattle.
Plus, you have to waste turn tattling on them. I forget. I know I asked this question before, but is there like a tattle book in this game?
Not in this game. There isn't Thousand Year Door
so really,
yet.
it's pointless.
Well, I mean, like, sometimes they give you useful tips for being the bot. Like, I didn't know that you could use Spin Smash to attack those shy stacks
You've been cooking those shrooms. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
And sometimes I pay attention to the game, sometimes I'm playing with Rubik's Cube and yelling at Michael for reasons that annoy me.
But this guy hits hard, and so, like, I recommend going after the buds first.
This guy, he's no lightweight. He hits like a truck.
Yeah. And another thing I might recommend that I don't think I do here is that if you use Muscular's star ability, I think it's called Cool Off, it'll lower his attack power tremendously, and that makes him even easier. But,
Tidal Wave.
Yeah, Tidal Wave is that other mega. It's her ultra move essentially. Yeah. And it's essentially using Squirt on every enemy on the field.
Is it? Because you're playing on the Wii U pad.
Yeah.
So it's probably like kind of hard to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that hard because like I think I have the down C button mapped to the R button, and then Y is B and B is A.
You're used enough to them.
Yeah.
And you played this game enough on action.
But it's more like sushi.
Nice. Sorry.
The upper level attacks for all the partners I usually don't use because by the time I get to the end of the game, I'm usually using Watt the whole time. and Watt's...
No, I'm just kidding. I just remember reading Codebox's comment saying Watt is the most useless.
No, he didn't say Watt was the most useless. He just thought there were a couple more that are more useful all the time.
Who is the most useless partner, would you say?
I mean, honestly, it's like comparing apples to oranges. Like, it all depends on the sort of strategy you want to use.
Yeah.
Like, some partners are really good in some situations, and sometimes others aren't.
I'm going to say Cooper.
Cooper?
What situation is Cooper better than others in?
When there are a bunch of weak enemies lying down on the ground.
Which you could probably take care of with any...
Well, you can't do that with Watt.
Not with the Watt, but any other...
You can't do that with Bao. You can't do that... Well, you can do that with, like, Sushi and Power Carry, but you have to spend, like, 6 FP.
Ones that have more... Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess.
Like, you gotta balance FP, you gotta...
Question of the day. Which is the most useless partner?
Because, like, with 1,000 Year Door, I can easily point to, like, Flurry. Because, like, once I got past Chapter 2, I never used her ever again.
Didn't you say that Flurry was pretty useless before, and somebody was like, nah, dude.
I mean, like, what Codebox said, it was Codebox, by the way. Yeah, he got hurt again. But, with Flurry, it's like her regular attack doesn't work very well. She does have, like, a blow attack that'll blow all the enemies off screen. You actually do still get star points for it.
Yeah, but doesn't that work so infrequently?
I mean, like, you have to mash your fingers off to get it to work right. But, yeah.
You have to mash your fingers off. You have to play Mario Party minigame.
Then I think her the next move you get is, like, a dodgy fog move that makes Mario slightly invulnerable to some attacks.
I think, guys, call me crazy, but I think the way that you're supposed to solve the Rubik's Cubes are... You getting this, Michael? I think you need to make, like, a plus on all the sides. I think that's how you do it. Just looking at it.
I lost my train of thought.
You're welcome.
Point is... yeah, so, like, and then Flurry's final move is this lip lock move, and it has, like, an action command that I can never get to work very well, so it's... And it's not even really that helpful, so it's just like, with Flurry, I know that...
Technically... I hope I'm not actually pissing Codebox off. We need those viewers and commenters so we can get that ad revenue.
Commenters. I like how you're calling them commenters now.
I said commenters.
Oh, commenters.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be like, oh yeah, common viewers that we see all the
You
time.
need that ad
Commenters for short.
revenue.
Yeah.
Does your chance of copyright strike actually increase if you monetize?
I don't think so. It's just
And why don't? Because you said that was the main reason keeping you.
the other reason is that if I make too much money, I have to pay my own taxes.
You're not gonna make $12,000. You're not gonna make tax.
I know, but it's just another thing I don't want to have to worry about, you know?
Yeah, I guess. It's you have to have a lot of like watchers who watch your long ass videos to actually make more than like 100 a month. You have to have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers watching long videos, or millions of subscribers watching short videos to make like real money. Over 100 a month, like that's ridiculous. Like you gotta really get somewhere before you can even get that much.
Yep. But yeah, so like going back to the NC sort of discussion, like he'd been doing clipless reviews for a while, and then he did this review of this movie called Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
And I don't think I ever actually watched it, but apparently that for a lot of people that was the point where it's just like the skits are too much.
Oh.
Because like the reason he does clipless is because, you know, like he doesn't want to get the copyright strikes anymore, and if he doesn't use any footage.
Sorry, I'm being grumpy and mean. I was about to say, I hope some people care about this. Because I don't. But I'm sure it's an interesting enough topic.
So, like, he did that
tired.
review,
I'm
and
tired.
for a lot of people, that was kind of the point where, like, I've had kind of enough of this. I wish we could do something a little more traditional, Nostalgia Critic, you know?
You know, what I don't get is there are a lot of people who are very, like, self-righteous when they, like, unsubscribe or, like, decide they don't like something. It's like, if you don't like something, don't fucking watch it. Like,
But
okay.
I mean, like, I said that about that Powerpuff Girls reboot, and, like, of course, Daniel Martinez is just, oh, no, watch this video that says 10 reasons why that argument is flawed. So it's just like...
Maybe I'll have to watch it. Maybe I'm wrong. That being said, it seems like... Just don't watch it. I don't get why people get so up in arms about this stuff. I mean, I guess on one hand, it's like, okay, say the NC makes that video and they're like, the skits are getting to be too much. And then a bunch of people are like, I'm unsubscribing because this does this, and this. I mean, he's like, okay, alright, then I will adjust to it. But sometimes it's like they're obviously not going to adjust. They're making what they want to make because they love it.
Yeah, and that's essentially...
You going, I hate you, I wish you would die. Oh, it's like, alright, come on, dude.
And that's essentially what happened.
I'll risk my life for that treasure. That's funny.
I like this part right here.
No!
You like
Drop me!
You can see the lava going behind the side of the volcano if you look closely enough.
Isn't that treasure like filled with something that's like a quest item that like you wouldn't care about?
I think I get it before the end of this recording session here.
Alright then, we're gonna find out.
Yep.
Save and continue, Michael? Question mark?
So, like, right after the Hocus Pocus review, he reviewed this... I mean, like, the other thing he does now is he does editorials every other week. Like, every other week he does a review, which has, like, the skits and has a lot of production value, and every other week he does an editorial.
Yeah.
Like, he did an editorial about whitewashing in movies. You know,
whitewashing in movies. What's whitewashing?
Where, like, you take
movies.
Where you take a character that's supposed to be, like, Japanese or African-American and make them a white person, essentially.
Can you give me, like, an example?
Like, you might remember they announced this movie adaptation of this anime called Ghost in the Shell, and they cast the main female lead role, the character is supposed to be Japanese in the anime, but they cast Scarlett Johansson, who is a white woman.
Is it an animated show?
It's a live-action movie.
Okay, so...
And people, like, naturally were...
So say Harry Potter was black, but then they chose Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes, that's the sort of idea. But it's usually not like replace a black person with a white person. Usually, I mean, like certainly in the past with like Jim Crow it was.
Yeah.
But like nowadays it's more like let's take an Asian person like Tonto in that 2013 Lone Ranger movie. Like they cast an
Johnny Depp instead of like an actual
Native American actor. Exactly. That's the sort of, or like when all the characters in Last Airbender became white people instead of, you know, like Inuit people or Tibetan monk people.
Well, the funny thing about Last Airbender,
and then they changed Fire Nation to Indian people.
Yeah, this is weird. I mean, that whole movie is.
Yeah. But
I like this part. Speaking of Paper Mario, talking about the Nostalgia Critic, I haven't even thought about the Nostalgia Critic in like 16,000 years.
Yeah. So, like, right after he did the Hocus Pocus review where everybody's just like, I'm sick of this, he did this review of Christmas and the Cranks. Christmas, you know, that Tim Allen movie where it's just like, we're not celebrating Christmas this year. Yeah. And everybody gets mad about it.
Yeah.
And so, like, sort of the gimmick with that review is he's just like, this movie has so little effort.
I bet Michael loses this.
Yeah, but he's just like...
Okay, so that says that's his 64th quiz.
Yep. And then...
So, you know how you're saying there were 64 Chuck Quizmos? And that's why it's the 65th in the other one?
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just because they're following this one.
Yeah.
I don't know how many Chuck Quizmo quizzes there are. Survey says... that's how many
star pieces you need. Objection! Maddie's playing Ace Ventura or whatever.
Ace Attorney.
Ace Ventura. No, she's playing Ace Ventura. That sounds like one of those shitty bootleg 3D or DS games that Haydox would review.
No, Ace Ventura is like that Jim Carrey movie.
I know. But I'm saying it sounds like if there was a video game version of it before the DS, and it'd be really bad.
So when he reviewed
Fireman Sam,
when he reviewed Christmas with the Cranks, essentially said this movie has so little effort put into it. I wish there was some way I could go back to the past and review it the way I used to do it, so I could put like as much effort as the movie in.
And people like this.
And so what ended up happening was, I think Santa Christ sent him back in time or some shit like that.
See, that's what I don't get. It's like, why not either come out and say it or just ignore it entirely, or maybe even lampshade it. Why make up like a bunch of like nonsense plot holes? Santa Christ, like, because like some of it's a joke, but some of it's like, all right, why don't you just say it?
But essentially, when he did that, like he went back to his parents' house and recorded with like the same old microphone he used to use. And essentially, like
I want to know the reaction, but go on, finish the story.
Well, as you imagine, it wasn't super pleasant.
Okay, so it wasn't pleasant.
But he like meets his past self and sends his past self to the future.
I don't get this shit.
And then like his past self is like, "Why are you doing all these skits now? It's so convoluted." And then like his future self.
Why doesn't he just? I don't know.
Because if you try to be direct, then people don't listen. I don't know.
True?
I don't know what the logic was, but my suspicion is that he felt it would be easier for people to understand if he like
the only jam and jellies in the game.
Yes. I mean, you don't have to get all 10, you just have to win.
Yeah.
Get the majority points.
Which is pretty easy.
Because, like, what happens is, like, basically what I did is I pressed the A button immediately after the question was asked so I could answer it right away.
Yeah.
But this is actually a very clever way of telling you where the next star spirit is. Like, essentially, some of the questions are about stuff you'd know because you'd already been to that place in the game.
But some of them are, like...
How do you get to Flower Fields, which is the next dungeon, essentially, we'll be going to. And it's just like, go through the flower gate. And, like, the other guys will answer for you and tell you what you're supposed to do.
Does Peach just sneak out?
Yep. You've already finished off all the rotten...
Oh, he wanted to participate?
Yeah! Princess Peach, what's she doing here? She sneaked out again!
I swear to God, it's Snuck. It's gotta be Snuck. She snuck on out of here.
So like Princess Peach.
No! Can I just say, we haven't talked about this. Editor Michael, if you could do me a favor and just... Actually, that's kind of a lot of work. But if you can just show a picture, just like a picture of them carrying her away. Their arms...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Don't they look really weird?
Yes.
Am I crazy?
It's because
also editor Michael. That monkey sound effect. Isolate it and turn it up really loud.
All right.
Please.
Which is which monkey sound effect?
The one that goes. I only just noticed it.
Okay, I'll do that one.
I'm sorry, I'm making a lot of work, but you don't have to.
But so he did
noticing so many like weird things happening right now.
So like when he's in like when the future nostalgia critic is in the past, essentially doing things the way he used to.
Why have we spent so much time talking?
Because I want to talk about it. God damn it! Let me finish already.
All right.
So
that's fine. Normally, I'm the one talking about some horse shit.
All right, be careful, baby boy.
I'm sorry.
So he does the review like he does it in his parents' room.
Is he sad about I'm sorry, but
in front of the same white wall.
Is he sad about the treasure? Oh, okay. I was wondering if he was sad about the treasure.
Then they get saved and yelled at by some great starfish. Poor Colorado. But we're gonna go help him right away.
You fucking teleported. It's like Jumper. Jumper to 2. Did they make a second Jumper?
No, they did not.
I didn't think so.
But Dad wants a Jumper versus Terminator.
Shut up.
But when he's like, when future nostalgia critic
versus Jumper,
for fuck's sake.
All right,
when future nostalgia critic is reviewing the same way he used to do in the past, like essentially he's having the sort of same experience that we are watching his old episodes. It's just like, why did I think this was funny? Like, you know how he used to just put those memes in, like big lipped alligator moment, stuff like that, or like the wob. Yes, that exactly.
Yeah.
And he's just like, why do I keep using these gags over and over again? It's not funny. And he's sort of essentially showing why he doesn't want to do videos the way he used to now.
Oh, but he decided to use a convoluted Ghost of Christmas Past type way of expressing this.
But it's like if you actually watched his newer stuff, it
I'm not
makes more sense. I mean, like, you don't have to, but I'm saying...
I mean, it's just media. It's just to, critique stuff. Make people happy. Why do people care so much? Well, I get why he cares. Obviously, it's his stuff. I don't get why people are like, it's not the way it used to be.
And guess what he was trying to show with this video is just that... that he was fatigued with the old formula, that he feels more fulfilled as a creator by making videos this way, and I honestly find them more entertaining now that way. When the skits are in moderation, and he still talks about the film enough. Which he does.
It sounds like there's a happy medium.
Yes.
That being said, I don't care. Can I ride that baby Yoshi?
No.
Can I just, sort of ride into the sunset on my low red baby Yoshi?
You know what?
Can somebody send me to the P.O. box with the Jade figurine? Is that backwards?
Yes. Yeah, because we made him happy, so we had to do it backwards at that.
I like the logic, that there's logic behind that.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry if I was salty. Sometimes I can't tell when I'm salty or not, so if I was salty and mean to you, Michael, I apologize.
Like this
Here's a hearty
playthrough,
pat on the back.
This playthrough has just been all over the map. Like, the way I originally envisioned this is just like, I was going to share all of my knowledge and love for this game.
And there's somebody who knows much more about it than you commenting. There's me constantly interrupting you. In this episode, you just talked about the Nostalgia Critic for an hour.
It wouldn't have been an hour if you hadn't kept interrupting me every 5 minutes.
That's probably
I would have wrapped up in 2.
To be fair, a lot of my interruptions were game-related.
I think that's actually true fact this time.
True fact.
True
I like
fact.
how I got you saying true fact. The most redundant statement in the world.
It's a legitimate point.
It's a very legitimate, true fact.
Yeah. But I thought it was going to be very serious.
The Rubik's Cube, the one side that was fixed, changed from white to blue. Did you notice that? Isn't that crazy?
Dude, are there fucking ghosts in here?
Yeah, his name is Casper. Timing!
Yeah.
See what I did there? There's a little Nostalgia Critic reference. So, Michael, what are you going to put in the blackness?
I'm probably just going to put, our cartoon avatars and the logo at the background.
I put pictures of Bulby and my... Bulby! I like how my voice cracked and I said Bulby. It's perfect.
Bulby.
I put like pictures of Bulby with a Hitler stash, and you put like our logo and stuff. I think that says a lot. I played the Elevator Bossa Nova for the first song. Now I realized that audio is kind of obnoxious.
But Eric, I thought that was like your favorite song.
It is. I still have it. I have it in like every single folder. I have like a bunch of copies of Elevator Bossa Nova. It's in my music folder, my pictures folder, on my other hard drives. It's like all over the goddamn place. Yeah. You can't turn a folder without finding the Elevator Bossa Nova.
I feel like that should be a proverb. You can't turn a folder without finding Elevator Bossa Nova. Anyways,
there's an old saying by Mahatma Gandhi. He said, "Yo, dude, my favorite song, Elevator Bossa Nova, that shit's fire."
Yeah, my favorite quote is from Abraham Lincoln.
Man. What?
My favorite quote's from Abraham Lincoln. Eric knows the one.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Don't be silly, wrap that willy. Alright, we're done with this.
Join us in the next session when I put in less obnoxious edits and Eric is happy.
No. Less. Please tell me you'll do a little bit less next time. You can do it here and there. They annoy me. I will.
It's funny because, like,
reasonable.
Growing up, you were the one who was always annoying me. And now, like, I'm doing all this shit because I know it will annoy you.
Stuff you do is so annoying, though. Like, and it's like, it's one thing to annoy me. Like, I'd be fine if you, if it was me putting up with it. I'm just worried that people are watching it and it's like.
I mean, like, we're on, part 28 now?
I guess.
Like, all the people who would, like, if you're still watching at this point, 10 minutes after the video ended.
We can make whatever.
Exactly. Because, like, have you been watching this series?
You've been podcast with Black. No, I haven't really. Although, when I edited it, I felt like it was okay. Even, like, our worst episodes, like the Shy Guy Toy Box, when you were, like, dead, and I was just being a dick. I feel like even those were, like, okay, at least.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, there's going to be drop off. That's why I think shorter playthroughs are. Anyway, we can talk about this some other fucking time.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next time.